Hey everybody, welcome back. This is going to be a follow-up to Two Batch Tuesday and to last week's disappointing brew day. So what we're going to talk about is the American Light. It's Brewer's Best Kit 1018, and we brewed this up back on January 31st. Brewer's Best says that it is a light-bodied, refreshing, and thirst-quenching beer, a very easy recipe to brew, an excellent entry to craft brewing. It was pretty easy to brew. I wouldn't argue with that. If you've watched Two Batch Tuesday, you can see there's not a lot to it. It's pretty straightforward. Last week we talked about how the carbonation was taking a long time, and I actually moved all the beer up to the dining room where I was hoping it would carbonate a little bit faster. So we'll see where we're at today and go from there. That sounds a little bit better. Sounds promising. This is the Apricot. So there's the Apricot. It's very light in color. I can smell the apricot. It smells great. So let's see where we're at on just the American Light. That sounds good too. Much better than it sounded before. Yeah, we're getting there. Maybe not quite as carbonated as the apricot, but promising. Again, the colors they should be identical. Everything about these batches was identical. So let's start with straight American Light. You know, smells the way you would expect it to smell. You can smell some of the hops in there. It's good. Has a good flavor to it. Be a good summertime beer. Tastes. It's got a lot more body than you would expect when they say American Light. Tastes more like what I would expect from an American beer, you know, a processed beer like a Miller. It's kind of in that vein. It's good, and I would guess with a little more age to it, it'll be even better. So now the one that we added the flavoring to, the apricot, and now you can really smell the apricot. And I think you'd even be able to pick up on what it was if you didn't know that it was apricot. I think the smell is that distinct that I think you could say it's apricot, not, well, it smells like some sort of citrus. Yep, very tasty. And apricots aren't anything that I think I'd look for in the store to buy, but the apricot beer, you know, not too bad, not too shabby. Really be nice out in the hot sun in the summer. Yeah, both of these would be. There's nothing wrong with either one of them that would deter me from sitting back in a lawn chair on a hot day with a cold one. That's good. That could get addicting. So that turned out pretty good. I think this one, just the straight American Light, needs to sit a little bit longer to get fully carbonated, but it's not bad. I mean, it's probably 8/10 of the way there. The apricot, for some reason, seemed to carbonate a little bit faster, which is strange since they were both made the same day and sat essentially for the same amount of time. But both beers equally good. Probably good. Another series of good beers that you could introduce people to if you were doing homebrew. Either way, I wouldn't rank them up there in my top 10, or I should probably say they wouldn't fall in the top 5 of what I would get. But I think this is an ideal beer for adding flavor to. So if you're looking for something that's going to be kind of nondescript that you want to get a flavor into, like a strawberry or you know, an apricot or something like that, this is certainly a good candidate for that. Anyway, I think that's it for this week. Have a great Wednesday, have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Until then, cheers. It's decent. This has been a Matty Boy presentation. Say bye-bye, Matty.
Bye-bye.